And so we are live for live stream 409. And our last live stream, I believe, did I trade on Friday? I believe so. We had silver down 35%, and it's about flat on the day. Gold is still down about 1%. I think gold might have been down 15% on the day. We're currently up on NQ and ES after selling off, so let's see if we can find any opportunities in this market. Okay. So gold is ranging a bit. What was that? Oh my word. The current range in NQ just fell through 750 points. So that means NQ must be going up then. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we've just been going. Oof, it's starting to range. Damn it. Starting to range. Let's see. Where could I? It's not interesting. Nope, it's not interesting. Let's have a look at gold. Let's see what we can do on gold. Okay. Oh, hold on. Buy. Sugar. Sugar. Oh no. Yeah, gonna be stopped out. Bad feel. Let's see what silver's doing. Bit of a recovery. Chopping around. There isn't anything. Okay. Well, it's going to take. Oh my word. Golly, this is volatile. This is unbelievably volatile. Oh, oh no, don't do that. Do not do that. Come on, let's not do that. 84 and 84, that's 168. Fuck. Oh, why is this not showing me? Ugh. It's getting stuffed there. Oh, okay. I need to get my chart settings up so I can change this to money. Where is it? Trading, money, apply. Come on. 705. Ooh, hold on. Oh. Ah, shit. There is this level right here. Ah, shit. Hmm. I wonder if I should just stick to the standard. 168. Oh, fuck. That's what I was concerned about. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Hmm. Probably gonna pay here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, probably likely gonna pay right here. Ah, goodness me. I think silver's 100. Yeah, we come down to get stopped out. What's a silver? Silver is 100. Okay, let's see. Silver is 100. So recency takes precedence over. Yeah, recency takes precedence, so it's not quite 1 to 2, but golly. bad area. No way, that's, see the sellers have come back in. Around 97. The sellers are there. The sellers are there. Okay. Maybe this market's going to sell off. Seeing that selling over there on silver as well. Gonna get stopped out. Might as well. Might as well just leave it at the default. Gonna be stopped out, so be it. See, the move down provided a great opportunity to go long. Is that a new candle? It is. Let's see. Let's see. 4.6. That's what? 9.2. 9.2. $97.4. Come on. There we go. There we go. So on that trade there, I picked up 90. Of course, previously I lost 70 on the previous trade, so let's see. Oh wow, nice. Oh, it's coming into that area. Fuck, it's into that area. Shit. Okay, come on. Oh shit, yeah. I wanted to go to target. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think I should be looking to reverse, to be honest. I should be looking to reverse. But, hey. Oh my word, almost got to target there. Oh, come on. Fuck. Almost up to target. Almost picking up 180. How close did we get? Oh my gosh, 5 ticks from target. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. To target. Yes. So we've got to target there. We have got to target. And so let's have a look at the account. Let's see where we are. Balance history. So the first trade we lost 70. Picked up 90 on that partial. Picked up 184. Oh, fuck. It's a short trade. Damn it. Damn it. The short trade. Damn. Damn. Missed it. Missed the short trade. Too busy watching my results for the day. The short trade was right there as well. Oh, look at that. The target was at 705. He's got to 7053. Pulled back right into this zone right here. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm going to keep trading today, but let's see. Is there anything on silver? No. It's good trades for silver. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look at silver. Let's see what silver's doing. I think I got a better read on micro silver anyway. Let's have a look at micro silver. I think this should be 300. I think it should be 300. You know what? Oh, hold on. What's gold doing? I think gold is. Let's go look back at gold. Okay. Huh, maybe not taking that short was a good thing. Well, we've come down into this area. I see the buyers have stepped back in, driving us higher towards those highs that are a bit thin. We're a bit thin around the 08s to the 12s. We're a little bit thin up there. Let's have a look at silver. Let's see, 200. It doesn't seem right. 200 doesn't feel right. Finally made it to a stream. Mr. Ethan, how's it been going? Yeah, I've been having a lot of shorter streams. I've been taking profits and running away, to be honest, mate. I hope that you've been the right side of crypto. I've been watching the chap that you recommended, PB. Is it PBD trading? I saw him came out with a video on Friday when he was mentioning around silver when it was around about 108, and Friday was really interesting. We've got commodities trading like cryptos. We had silver down like 35%. Crazy. It's been good. See, you've switched to footprints, mate. I've had the time off. I've just been watching the markets in the background, mate, and I've just looked at these footprints charts, and I'm finding something that appears to be working. So we'll see. Could be just nuanced and dependent on these current market conditions with this extreme volatility we're seeing, but it's been working. It's been working. What about yourself? I'm hoping that you've not been long the old Bitcoin. Is it 200? There's no way it could be 200. It is. It's around about 200, isn't it? Yeah, it is 200. I thought it was 300. The great part about volume is it works pretty much all the time. Yeah, it certainly does, mate. It certainly does. And the thing about volume is, if the market is not behaving as desired, you can see it pretty much straight away. I need to lock that in place. It keeps moving around. You can spot a really thin market, especially if you've got some experience. And you can spot a volatile market as well. I've been doing more order flow trading. I was up 10% on my account last night, like 12 a.m. because I was bored. Oh, this guy, the guy said, the guy's like, yeah, I was just up just 10%, you know. Mate, I would love to be up just 10% just out of boredom. Just nonchalantly, just, oh yeah, it's just 10% in a day, in an evening. You know, just 10%. That's good. That's some good stuff right there, mate. Some people will be happy with 10% in a week, a month, and in some cases a year. 10% in an evening. Now that's some really good stuff right there. I think if I keep it at 200, 200 is a bit, maybe I'm going to have to make an adjustment. Maybe not. How are you liking your new strategy? I've been liking it so well. Well, so well. I've been liking it so far. Like I said, it may just be the nuance of this market. We are trading some, I would say this is not normal currently, what we're seeing in comms. It's similar to the volatility we saw around tariff day 2025, 2nd of April. In and around the run up to the old tariff day. You got quite a bit of volatility. In that case, it was in the equities. Right now we're seeing quite a bit of volatility in comms. So it's been good. I suppose we saw the volatility come back into the equities today on Friday. The party was in silver and gold and Bitcoin as well. We're seeing Bitcoin. It's hovering around that. I think it went down to 76, if I recall correctly, which was interesting. I don't know much. Oh, hold on, battery's low. Oh, laptop's about to end. What's happening? Oh, we've seen a breakout, so not really missing much. I suppose I should bring those charts up actually. We're seeing, get this off. What's all this stuff? Candlesticks. And if we go over to our silver, where does it go? That's breaking. It's amazing what the volume can do. I'm looking at these other charts and I'm thinking, oh, it's breaking out. But then you look on the actual 1 minute chart, it's just like in a range. But the strategies allow me to play the range. Don't know, man. The volume works pretty much all the time, so I don't think it's just the market conditions. Oh, time will tell, mate. Time will tell. Yeah, so in Jan, I got burnt so much, I decided that I'd give the markets a bit of a rest. I came back at the end of Jan. And I almost ended up break even on the month. So it wasn't bad. But definitely have to say a thank you to you, mate. Just looking at the delta and the volume has just been, I suppose I don't use delta. I use volume more than anything. Has just been great for me. What's going on here? How do I get the scaling correct? Scaling is just not right. Let's see. Hopefully your strategy works well when you trade full time. Yeah, no problem. I'm happy for the offering out. Yeah, because it's been interesting especially from the old. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. I don't think I could take that one. That would have been a sketchy short. That would have been really sketchy. We did mention that we were thin up here. And that's what I like about these footbridge charts. You see, look at that. Look how thin we were up here. And we ran up there. Right into this thin area. And we dumped. Ran into this thin area. If somebody was brave enough to think of a breakout, good luck. You would have got stuffed. Came in, took out the lows. Seeing volume pick up on this move down here. Through the lows. Is that the low of day? No, it's not. Low of day is a hell of a long way away. Low of day. Look at all that volume into low of day. Right before Europe opened. Look at all that volume. Goodness me. And then as soon as we got into heading towards Europe, had a recovery. Brief pullback. Couldn't make new highs. Dump and consolidation. Interesting stuff. Yeah, nobody wanting to do business there, so the market moves away. Yeah, it's they came up here and they were like, oh, well, we had the first attempt here, and see, like you said, nobody wanted to do business up there. They were like, oh, they went back up there again to see if they could find any more, and nobody was there. And then look at that, the volume came in on the other side. The volume came in on the other side. So we are into these lows over here. A decent enough volume through here, but let's see. Wouldn't say it's unusual volume. We're actually seeing more volume on this move down. Are you green today? I am actually, mate. I am actually green today. So the first trade I lost 70. Second trade I picked up 90. Third trade I picked up 184. So those are pretty much the trades taken so far today. 3 trades. Essentially, well, these two trades are essentially one trade actually. Because I added to the position, took a partial, and then took the other part of it off. The reason I added was because the initial entry wasn't that great. And the risk of the add was, I considered it fairly low. Considering where I was going to take profit on the partial. Because it was near the stop out, got back in. So essentially this was the same trade idea. But I count it as 2 trades because I traded it as 2 trades. I counted the re-entry and the target, the partial, as just one trade. It just happened to come into that area. So I said, well, if I would have been stopped out the first time around, I would have took the trade again. So took the trade again, took the profits where I normally, well, where the designated target was. And so that's where it was. Are you going to join the leap? Nah, I'm not going to join the leap, mate. What are they trading over? I think, is it a crypto leap or is it CME products leap? Let's go see. I did see it come up when I logged into TradingView. I think at the moment I'm trying to focus on achieving one of the goals for the year, which is, oh, hold on, this might be about to reverse. Hold on a sec. Oh, that's a nice candle right there. This is a good area. I could be really aggressive. I could be really aggressive. 44. So that's 88. Let's put it at 90. Could be about to get stopped out. Could be about to get stopped out, but we'll see. Had a high volume into this area. Kind of got stuffed, so we'll see if prices want to pay me. We will see. So I'm looking for, what's that? 46.83.1. Ooh, someone's not liking it. Someone's not liking it. I think one of the big banks is watching my live stream. They're trying to stuff me. Not again. Not again. Not Goldman Sachs again. No. Come on, film me. You've got to target. Film me. There we go. That's pretty much the strategy, mate. So we picked up another, should be about another 90 right there. Yeah, picked up another 90 before commissions. So we saw the volume come in. Prices get stuffed a bit. Saw the volume going the other way, the volume falling off. So we came down, high volume started to fall off. Price is struggling to go lower. I just took it the other way. Lol, they're trying to hunt your stop loss. Boom, nice trade. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. So where am I on the day, actually? Yep, so we picked up, well, we lost 70, picked up 90, picked up 184, and then picked up 90 again. This, I wonder if this is going to go all the way up to this zone up here at 492, 692. I'm not taking that anyway. Let's see. So the leap. I don't even know how to get that notification back up. Let's see. Oh, I'll just search it on the old Chrome. Leap. Trading view. Are you going to join the leap, Ethan? I've been trading with order flow, so that strat I've been using, basically big bubble shows up, I buy low. And you know the thing is big bubble, so that's what's that thing? Bookmap. Oh, you're using a Bookmap, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, it came down into this area. We saw buyers come out of this area already today. We saw buyers step in. So we had the lows, the higher lows. We've had buyers step in at this level. And the fact that we came down there with high volume and got stuffed. Probably somebody's just hanging around down here thinking there's some kind of value. See, also over here as well. There's certainly someone that's interested in this area. Bought, revisited that same area again, bought again. Suppose there was a possibility of it turning and going all the way through, but we knew the risk taking the trade. If we got stopped out, then so be it. Actually, I'm using the big trades indicator Since you can set the threshold. My gosh, you use like a million things, man. Goodness me. How many? All right, come on, Ethan. Tell me, how many screens do you have? And don't say anything less than 8. I know you have at least 12 screens. Actually, using trades. Nah, I don't plan on trading on the leap. I'd rather trade my own account and make money instead of hoping I place high enough and making money. Oh, wow. We're actually going to get to that zone. Ah, we get into the zone. Yep, we've got to that 92 zone. Nice. Ah, we got to that 92 zone. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to feel a bit of FOMO, as you know, I should have held the trade, but I don't. I'm happy with the profits I took. I used 3 laptops. 3 laptops connected to how many screens? Come on now, Ethan. I know Ethan's in a laboratory. He's probably like that guy. What's his name? Calagian. Oh, hold on. Let me go find his YouTube. Come on, Ethan. You're amongst friends here. This is a private live stream. Is his name Calagian? Calagian. Trade. Are you I imagine you're trading on Windows, or is it the old nemesis Apple, or is it a range of laptops? I suppose if you said laptop, somebody that owns an Apple product wouldn't say laptop. They would say a MacBook or something. It has to be Windows. I don't connect them to anything. I have them all spread out. Sometimes I use dual monitor setup. A laptop. Ah, see, I could have guessed it was a Windows. I knew I got it right, because somebody with an Apple product is going to say, I have a MacBook. They will not say they have a laptop. Ah, the nuance of language. I got 10%. I just use one screen with bubbles. But yesterday I used 10, one screen bubble. Fair play to you, mate. I'm using dual monitors. I'm mainly using this main monitor that you see here on the screen. The other monitor I'm just pretty much using for Chrome or whatever else. I'm just using this one, but I can't do just a laptop screen on its own. Like, it would be, for me, it would be a little bit too small. I like seeing the data really spaced out. But I suppose we all got our own preferences. Oh my word, look at that. We got into that zone, that 92. Look at that. That was a great sell from that zone as well. Oh my word. What a great sell. A great level to target and a great level to sell from. Oh my word. Look at that. That's all right. Say we got in on the, what was that? So we use this candle right here on the close. Picked up $25. Nice. How come I can't find a guy? Oh, that is gonna annoy me. Why can't I find him? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Now we're seeing that breakdown. What did it take to get through those lows? Strong selling. More selling. See, they're really pushing this down, ain't they? Look at that. Seeing the picking up in volume here. As we break on those lows. They've picked up volume. Nice. It feels nice when you almost see the future, doesn't it? Mate. Mate. I'm telling you. You know, it's Yeah, I just found the perfect quote, right? Because what you just said is, kick rocks. Hold on a second, mate. The computer's giving me issues. Oh, I know what it was. All right, let's get the old crop up. This is it. Get the old. You see, like you were saying, how it feels like seeing the future, right? And this is what I immediately thought of when it comes down to things just working out the way they are. Is that Marcus Aurelius, where he employed like a servant to follow him after victories and during parades to remind him he's just a man, just to keep him humble. And that's how I feel. When things work out, I always think, you know what, maybe I was just a bit lucky. Things can always go the other way. There's no guarantees of profits. Just so, you just stay humble to not like think, oh, I've figured out these markets. Start to think like LTCM. So I do have to always remember that anything can happen, and these markets can certainly turn around and at any moment punch me. Yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah, mate. I remember when I first came across that quote, and it was in another book actually. I don't think it was in a work dedicated to Marcus Aurelius. I think it was just like referenced in there about him employing a servant. I just looked at it at the time and I kind of thought that's a really interesting way of approaching it. Just not to get too high or get too low. I suppose in a way somebody might say, well, it takes the fun out of things. You should celebrate your wins, but you don't want a hubris to come in. All of a sudden you figured it out. Oh, this trade's definitely going to work. It's going to be like, what was that guy? And he was responsible for the Bear Stearns crash. And he went to jail. Rogue trader. That's it. There's a movie about him. And he just kept doubling down in his position and literally crashed the whole bank. And he was hiding his positions. Rather than just simply take the loss, he was like doubling down. The moment you think you figured out these markets, it will just come in and surprise you. But that's not to say that you should be afraid. Because if you're afraid of loss, then the markets aren't for you. Well, actively trading the markets. Maybe investing is more your speed. Is this going to attack the lows? Seems like it, doesn't it? Let's go have a look at these lows. Oh wow, look at that volume that came in at these lows at 11:02 Eastern. Goodness me, that's a wow. Look at that. Looking at peak volume here. Well, near enough peak until we go all the way back to, was it 8 a.m. Eastern? Look at that volume at the lows. Oh my gosh, that's like textbook. Price sells off, increasing volume. Buyers step in, put in a large engulfing type candle, and then look at that. If only the markets would trade like this every day. $88 to the upside. If only. We can only dream. We can only dream. Right, it's better to prepare for defeat and be victorious than prepare for victory and lose. 100%, mate. Is his name? Oh, there he is. Oh, I need his setup. Hold on. Da, da, da. Let's get this. What's going on? Oh, hold on. The buyers have come back in. The buyers are back in town. The buyers are back in town. I guess they're not going to attack the lows. Let's figure out why. Let's figure out. So they bought here. Let's go back in time. What was interesting about this area? Fair play to him. I wouldn't have bought there. Not for my strat anyway. Hold on. Da, 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 da. So after making that 10% ETH, did you decided that is that the week for you, or you're just going to be very selective about opportunities going forward for the rest of the week? See how you see on the footprint, the high volumes are on the wicks of the candles. It shows that they tried high volume but got completely absorbed. Oh, down here. Yeah. They got absolutely cooked, man. You see the hit 76. We just got 4 there. And it was like, yep, thanks for participating. Goodbye. Look at that. Thanks for participating. Goodbye. Nah, I just, whenever there's a setup I like, oh, fair enough. You see, I was actually believed, right? This was my idea. It could complete gross mischaracterization of you, mate. I thought, you know what, with bookmap, footprints, and all these other things that you've mentioned, looking at TPO charts, I thought, oh, there's no way. I guarantee ETH is like this gentleman right here. Multiple screens, looking at various different correlated instruments, probably looking at options flows. And that's how he's making trade decision using as much information as possible. Now you've mentioned 3 laptops. I'm thinking, oh, goodness me. And they're making 10% on one. Goodness me. Just shows you. Perception and reality divergence. No, the 10% I'm just on one tiny laptop. Tiny laptop, you know. Goodness me. That laptop's return on investment is probably through the roof. It's just there, like, that laptop's paid for itself several fold. Okay, let's have a look at our friends at NQ. Let's see what NQ's been doing. Oh, okay. It's already gone. Okay, so we had these lows here that buyers were stepping in. What would we say? Da, da, da. Goodness me, look how many buyers stepped in there. Oh, just like you said, mate. The volume at the wick. Look at that. On NQ, we had increasing volume all the way down, and then the volume's all the way down there at the wick. And then look at that. A nice bounce out. A nice bounce out of there. I suppose it depends what your cost basis is, but goodness me. A nice rally there. Look at that. Again, got that volume down at the wicks. Prices went all the way up. Volume at the wicks. Prices came down. And that's a pretty sizable wick as well. Look at that. All the way near the top at the wick. And prices came all the way down. Nice. Not quite at the low of the wick, this one. Not quite. Certainly with the opportunity. Certainly there was an opportunity. Dang, I'm not getting a lot of good. Dang, I'm not getting a lot of good order flow right now. I might just wait to trade later. Well, sometimes the best trade is a no trade. Sometimes the best trade is a no trade. Hold on, I think, where did they say that that micro sailor? I think, did they say it was like 76? Or was it 74 with micro strategy? I think everybody's watching MSTR's position to say whether he's going to get punished like Tom Lee. I think Tom Lee, they said he lost like 6 billion on an Ethereum position. I saw that yesterday. I thought to myself, goodness me, you could only imagine. If you think, hold on a sec, why is my microphone going off? Hold on. Okay. Let's see. A print screen. Let's get this cropped out. Wow. Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah, so these were the headlines I saw yesterday. Crypto market near bottom, says Tom Lee. As Bitmine's Ethereum paper losses hit 6.6 billion. Well, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. Oh, wow. Hold on. Oh, my word. What happened there? Goodness me, what happened there? Look at all that volume there. Look at this skyscraper. Goodness me. Highest volume of regular trading hours. Highest volume of regular trading hours right there. Goodness me. On the old silver. And it's the big contract as well. It's not even the micro. Let's see, gold. Look at that. Oh, this hasn't decided, but we're getting the highest volume. Oh, wow. Highest volume of regular trading hours. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. Highest volume of regular trading hours. Right there. Total to buy. Is this the low? Is this the low? For today at least, but let's see. We'll see. Dang, I wish I had the money to lose 6 billion on Ethereum. Mate, you don't want to lose. You don't want those sort of losses, mate. Those are the sort of losses that keep you up at night. I imagine he's probably using. Imagine. I wonder if he's allowed to use funds, like investor funds, or if it's his own. I wonder if the SEC is against that. Oops, I just took a trade. We'll put the wrong position in. So it looks like it only risking $2.5. Oh, even that's less than a pack of eggs. Less than a pack of eggs, mate. Come on. Let's roll the dice. Hopefully you can get a pack of eggs out of it. Or a full gas tank. Well, not a full gas tank. Probably look at that. Goodness me. Oh, look at the low volume down there. I guess this was one of the indicators that prices. That someone didn't like these lower prices. Not seeing much action take place down here. See, we've got 1, 8. Suppose we got a higher amount there. Got 11 and 8. Oh no, it was such a good trade. Why did I make such a mistake? A mistake? Wrong position size. So it looks like I'm only risking $2.5. Oh, it's a sizing error. Oh, okay. What were you looking at? What were you looking at, ETH? What instrument? So we can go have a look at it. I know you're a crypto guy, so I wonder if it was a BTC. Oh, but then again, you use... Let's have a look. Oh, golly. Oh, Eve, don't tell me you're looking to take a long, mate. You must be kicking yourself right now. Took a trade on XRP. Oh. I haven't heard of that in a long time. XRP, what exchange? On the coin. I'm on the 1 minute right now. Thing is, I don't have an eye for crypto. So I don't know what's reasonable over on crypto. So we had, let's see, had high volume into the lows. Picking up a volume. And then we had a blast. Oh, wow. Golly. Look at this. So, I guess cryptos going to the... Hold on, are cryptos and comms playing together? Hold on, is there a correlation between cryptos and comms today? Yeah, it seems like the highest regular trade now is volume. It is going to short-term lows on the day. Goodness me, looks like we're heading back up towards that 92. Oh my word. I guess the highest volume on regular trading hours. Hold on, is that volume actually higher than... Hold on, is that the highest volume of the day? By golly, it might just be. No, I'd need to add this to its own pane. I'll have to add it to its own pane. Anyway. COMEX gold settles 1.94% lower at 462 to 466.2250. Goodness me. Look at this thing. Wow. Look at all that volume through there. Got in all the way at the bottom. Literally longed in a perfect low and shot up. Got in long all the way at the bottom. Golly. Maybe I should add XRP to the old... oh, it's not even a futures. You know what? I got cryptos on here anyway. XRP. What should I do? Ooh, there's an XRP futures. CME, you're joking. I wonder what the volume is like on that. Where is it? Did you not add it? XRP. CME. Come on, add it. Oh my gosh, you can't trade it. You cannot trade this. 1.4k of volume. Yeah, this is going to be terrible. Let's look at it on the footprint. This is going to be horrible. Golly. Oh, look at the order flow right here. 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, no thanks. We need more volume on this product. So let's look at it on our friends over at Coinbase. Hold on, why are you showing me? No, don't do this. Come on. There we are, XRP USD. Okay. Oh, why has it done that? Let's have a look. XRP. Oh, we're really going to do this. Where's a Coinbase? XRP US dollar. Add it. 200. Oh, wow. 207 million. Now, that's the kind of volume we can look at. Well, I can't complain if I made a few bucks. Oh, what the heck is that? Heath, were you able to buy a pack of eggs out of what you made, mate? That's why we're speculating whether you can get a pack of eggs out of it. Did you get your pack of eggs, mate? Here is 2.5, so I suppose you'd probably need maybe like a 3x. I suppose you probably can't get eggs for $5. Never know. Yeah, look, I longed it right at the bottom. Let's go see what you did, mate. Did you buy on red or green? Yeah, a single pack of eggs. Imagine if like we got the authorities listening and they think, you know, those insiders are talking in code. They're trying to decipher what we're trying to say. Okay, let's see what our friend Eth. I bought at the bottom of the red candle wick. Oh, you bought down here. Let's see if I can figure out a way I would have got in. I don't think I would have been able. No, there's nothing I could justify getting in with. They're watching. Mate, yeah. Mate, you might be serving right next to old SBF, mate. Sam Bankman-Fried. If you carry on at this rate, mate. They might see your wins and they might audit you. They might ask the old Coinbase. They're like, this guy's too good. He must be an insider. See, I can't justify getting in. I can't see this. I can't see a setup for myself here. I just can't. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. As long as you make money, as long as one of us makes money, that's all that matters to me. As long as one of us gets out of this market with some P&L. Well, not P&L, with some profits, then that's the most important thing. The reason I bought is because the level there Large buyers successful. So I entered when he pulled back to them. Okay. Ah, you've seen some buyers on the order flow. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You saw buyers on the order flow. Yeah. I want to do a speculative. Oh, you probably would need. Hold on. Where is it trading? Is it $1.64? Oh, so that's like a penny stock, really, isn't it? I didn't realize that XRP was this high. I think when I last looked at XRP years ago, it was in the cents. It's above $1. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. This would have been, was that like 1 a.m. Eastern? Oh, that was around about the time you were trading, mate. You said you were trading around 12 Eastern. Oh, it might have been just before you, just after you went away from the charts. Original target was 4-1. Golly. I know that you weren't at the charts for this one, mate. I know you'd have been kicking yourself. I know if you'd have missed this one. I know Eth would be kicking himself. I keep mate. The markets are watching both of us, mate. They've looked at it and thought, you know what? Eth has locked out his computer. Let's run XRP up. They got someone outside your house in a car. Let's see what happened when we came into this area again. So we had, okay. We had a week out. There's a lot of volume there. What happened when we first got in here? A lot of volume again. Oh, wow. This level's been tested a few times, hasn't it? This is interesting. So a lot of business was conducted in this area. Oh, okay. That explains why they finally came in and just absolutely ripped the face off this market. Interesting. Where's the volume on this large candle? Midway. It's got a bit thin up here. Pulled back. Like you were saying, mate. Seeing the volume on the wick got a bit thin. Volume just above these highs. Had a bit of a pullback. Interesting. Oh, actually, I might have taken that trade low. It was at a level where the sellers failed, so I bought when it pulled back. Oh, you actually took that trade. Nice. Oh, if you took that trade, mate, that's really nice. See, like, they certainly established that level. Right there, we came back. There's certainly a lot of opportunities to get involved. Especially with all this consolidation through here. Came down to the value area low. Pretty much perfectly right there. Came down there again. came down, went slightly below. Let's put the value area low right there. I suppose we're going to see the thin volume as expected. Didn't quite get there on this turn. Look how thin that is. 845. Even on this one, only about 6.94k. And from there, goodbye. It was one of the biggest percentage P&Ls trades I've taken. Don't know how you slept, mate. If that was me, I'd have been kept awake. This looks like it's ranging now. I guess they've had enough for the time being. I got this area right here. I suppose that was an obvious area too. I suppose it was this area as well. So there you go, breakthrough value area high. Oh well, I'm not using these tools anymore. I am just using the footprint. %3 on the day. Where's Ethereum? 3% on the day. What were your feels like, ETH? Did you have any issues? Especially with this market volatility, were you limited in any way? Is this my Coinbase Ethereum? Yes, it is. Put it together. Put all the Coinbase products together. Coinbase. 250k. Let's see what Ethereum was doing. It's the same move. Must be these algos. It's not quite the same structure, but no issues at all. Not even a lot of slippage either. Oh, that's good. That's good. So that's certainly the kind of thing you would like to see. You want to know that your trading partners are reliable, especially when the market's all volatile. What's the spread there? My favorite stock. Goodness me. Missed out on a bargain. Well, I'm trying to get 47. Maybe I should put an alert down there actually. I'm trying to get 47. I may not get it, but hopefully at some point in the future we can get down there. Let's go look back at our favorite comms. It's increasingly looking like hold on, where's the other drawings? Where's the drawings? Hold on, where are my drawings? Oh, you gotta be joking me. Where are... Oh, no, the drawings were actually on gold. So we've ran up to that level again. Sellers have come in, ran up, sellers have come in, ran up, sellers have come in. So talk about validating a level. I'm trying to shift towards some scalping so I can really quickly take some trades whenever needed. It's a little tough, but using order flow is helping a lot. Oh yeah. Oh, so you adapting. You are looking at making the most of all opportunities. See, the thing is, I wonder if I wonder if it will show it. How do you do the DOM on? You know what? I might just leave it alone. Where is the... I'll just leave it alone. Leave the depth of market alone. Let's go look at silver actually. Maybe a buy in silver, but I'm not going to take it. Run into these highs. No, I don't think I should. And that's micro silver anyway. I don't think I should. Why does it look like there's a big spread? Looks like there's a big spread over there. You know what? Let's put an alert up here. Not gonna be taking a trade, but let's put an alert up there. Let's see what NQ is doing. Ha! There it is, that high volume. Imagine. Came, took out, and actually came back and took out the lows before going back higher. What absolute skullduggery. Imagine if you're looking at the high volume, seeing the break of the high, thinking, short-term reversal. You would have been doggered. Look at that. They came and took out these lows right here. Oh, golly. You got in there, and let's say you put your stop all the way down there. You would have been stopped out before the market just continued. What skullduggery. Hold on. I'm trying to shift. Yep. Since the market is in balance 70-80% of the time, I'm working on strategies that balance markets using auction market theory and order flow, seller absorption. Yeah, it was only brief, but I didn't like it, what it was doing up there, especially when we look at Big Seal. Big Seal didn't show me what I needed to, so I'm certainly not going to be using Little Seal. You're saying absorption? Look at that. They weren't interested up there at all. They weren't interested again. They were like, no, thank you. And this is what a range. Yeah, a range. It kind of corresponds with this area right here. Hold on. Having some difficulties through here. Haven't looked at ES in a while. Let's see what our friends over at ES are up to. Let's see what the reversal looked like. Okay. Let's see what ES looked like in the morning. ES likes to play its cards close to his chest. I'd love for the volume to be all the way down here, but that's just not what ES is about. Oh, hold on, let's have a look. Nope, that's just not what ES is about. Look at this. Why can't the cells be all up at the top of the wicks? ES is just such a... I'm also doing experimenting. I noticed that in a range, if the POC is shifted strongly to one side of the value area, it tends to be the side that price breaks out of. Seems to be the side that price breaks out of. In a range. So I think we'll have to go look at hold on, what's going on here? What's going on here? Do we have a P? Do we have a P? Well, I'm not trading it. Let's have a look at NQ. And let's look at what you were saying, mate. Well, let's get a clean chart. Oh, this is my value area chart. So this is a perfect chart. Perfect. So far, I've been testing 9 of 9. Nice. The thing is, the markets are in trending mode. So where am I going to find an opportunity that's going to allow me to have a look at that? So this isn't really a consolidation. And that's in the middle of the range. So that disqualifies it. Where could I find consolidation? Markets are too volatile. They're far too volatile. Ooh, goodness me. What has happened to natural gas? Down 27%. I suppose then again we did see a silver down 35%. 27%? Golly. Is it like a bout of warm weather or something? Hold on, 27%. I know there was weather must have warmed up in the United States. Let's see. I can't change the context of the chart. Let's see. Let's go on natural gas. Down 27% is crazy. Yeah, I suppose if you've had to put the heating in, if you're in like a warm state like Texas, it's not going to not be a bad thing. It just depends whether the utility providers pass on the reduction in prices straight away to customers, or if they're quick to raise a price to reflect market forces and slower to reduce them when market forces go the other way. The thing about nat gas, right, is nat gas is it's cyclical, I believe. So it tends to just fall apart in the summer, which is obviously when people are not using it that much. You can see the lower volumes there And then when we get to late August, come September, that's when we get, this is a daily chart. That's when we get the old natural gas, as people are inside using the natural gas. You can see prices rise right there. I suppose we did have this massive fall in December, which is unusual. So it might have been a warmer winter than anticipated. But come January, cold snap. Look at that. But if you didn't take profits, you would have got stuffed. So look at this, April to May. That consolidation. August, starting to see the rise. September. Actually, it looks like we actually rose here during that May to June period of 2021. Oh, this was post-COVID. Can't really use COVID. Has its own unique set of circumstances. And I think 2022 is when we had the February 2022, Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And the EU cutting off Russia. So as you could imagine, arms rose. Oh yeah, you won a trade. I said take profit. Huh? Hey, you won a trade. It said take profit. Order executed. What? No, that's not right. No, I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. What it is if you go to a tab that hasn't fully loaded, what will happen is it will show like the last notification. So that was from the trade that was taken probably nearly an hour ago now. That would have been this trade taken around, what is that, 107 Eastern? It would have been this trade here, taken 107 Eastern. So that would have been over an hour ago. So when you go to like a new tab, because it hasn't loaded, it'll just bring up the notification. So imagine if I click this one, see, it shows it because the tab hasn't fully loaded. So it's saying to take profit on gold has been hit at 46.83.1. And of course, if we go to the 46.83.1, let's see, 46.83.1 on the balance history, it's going to show that that was my, there we are, 46.83.1. That was my gold trade. So it's just a bit of a thing that happens with TradingView. If the tabs, if you haven't been on the tab and it hasn't loaded fully, when you click on it, it's going to just show the last executed trade as a bit of a notification. So if I click on this one, it's going to show it again. See, there it goes. And it brings up that news from about 20 minutes or so ago of Warsh Fed Chair bid faces test of unity and trust Atlanta Fed. So that's why I showed it again. It's just the tabs that haven't been fully loaded. That's all that is. What's this? Yes. Oh, hold on. I think we drew. Did we draw it? Let's see. It certainly wasn't on here. I might have deleted it. I remember I did draw a... Oh, I completely forgot what it was now. I drew a P on something. Doesn't matter now anyway. It's already played it out. Was it on NQ or was it on? Well, either one. It seems like it's played itself out. Look at that. Just like you always say, ETH, look at that, mate. Perfect. Look at that. Rotated back inside value. Had a full rotation down to value area low. Buyer step back in at value area low to take it all the way back to value area high. Textbook. Look at that, mate. Pretty much what you showed me a couple of weeks ago now. All the way down to that value area low. Back to the other side. I've been looking at his method. Lol, AMT strikes again. Mate. Because I was watching one of PBD. I'll be looking at one of his methods because he was showing one of his videos. Oh my gosh, I can't remember when it was from. And he was showing about the prices having a failure to break higher above value area, increasing the likelihood of it breaking back down inside and going to the other side of value. So we've been trying to figure that one out. But yeah, pretty much like how he says it. You know, you had this break of the value area high, couldn't quite get away. I suppose that's another P right there. Could probably get another P right there. Failed, came all the way down, value area low, rotate all the way back to value area high. Is it Tom? Tom, the German chap, not the Italian one. No, it's not Fabio. It's is his name Tom? I think it would be Tom then. EBD trading. World class edge. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that's Tom. Yep, Tom. Tom it is, mate. So that's something I've been looking at in the background, seeing as I wasn't at the charts. You know, just doing a bit of homework, watching quite a few videos, looking at charts, just seeing if I can start to spot these areas. But just from that, I've discovered something that's working for me. So sometimes you just need that exposure to different ideas, different ways of seeing things. Gives you more insight into other things as well. Because that's the reason why I've hold on, I've had an alert trigger. What alert was that? Oh, silver. Silver. It did go up. Look at that, a gap. What's going on, trading view? It did go up, but it went too low. And that was based, I couldn't make the trade, especially as I would have been using silver's volume. It wouldn't be right. It would not be right. Because big seal wasn't showing me that. Little seal was. So it would have been stopped at anyway. I'd have had to wait until we went the other side. It's not what I'm looking to do. But we did get to that 79,160. Yeah, then you pair volume profile with the footprint. And boom, free money. You pair volume with the footprint and boom, free money. All right, let's go look for some of that free. Let's go. We've put that on there. And hold on. No, it's the big one. Let's go have a look. So say we wanted to buy around there. Ah, the problem is a 1 minute chart. It's going to be a nightmare. Oh, that would be a night. This is going to be a nightmare. If I go on a footprint. It's going to be a nightmare, actually. Oh, I dislike green and red. Oh, I dislike the green on red. But look at that. Like you said, mate, free money. Actually, let me be careful. I'm being broadcast here. This is not free money. This is not free money. Let me disclaimer that. This is certainly a method for trading that could potentially provide opportunities that are profitable. Let's put it that way. Don't want to say that someone's like, I went into my family trust. I've taken out 100 million because I found a guy on YouTube with 400 subscribers. And I bet it all on red. So, just like you were mentioning before, earlier in the stream, you've got the volume down there on the actual value area low. You also got light volume on the just below the value area low. So nobody's, well, there aren't many participants below the value area low. Similar to over here when we're putting in the value area low. We're a bit light on participants. So we came down. We're a bit light on participants. Actually had delta divergence right there. Green candle, red delta. Came down, retested it before going higher. Which is interesting. But came down to that level. I like our participation below the value area low. And so we're seeing the move to the upside on the buy side. Not much on the sell side. So, like you said, no, good thing you said that they were watching. Yeah, mate. I am not serving like 400 years next to Sam Bankman-Fried, mate. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to disclaimer that. You know what? I should do a disclaimer on my videos, actually. I think as my channel is so small, I think I am a bit loose with compliance and getting away with it. But that's the reason why I say to demo trading futures live. Like, someone wants to go to court and like, well, hold on a second here. He hasn't deceived you in any way. He's pretty much clearly stated that it is a demo trading futures live. What does demo mean? So you just never know. You could go on to the judge's bad side, and he could just be like, you know what? Stating what it wasn't enough. I'm only going to give you 40 years in jail. Imagine. You know what? I shouldn't even joke around. I might actually imagine there's like in a court, there's like playing YouTube videos. The jurors are like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, I can't talk to you about jury service, but let's just say it was interesting. No. Yeah, actually, the reason I first started watching is because I noticed you didn't lie and said you were trading live, but you were honest and said demo. Mate, that's pretty much what I thought. I thought, well, I'm going to disclose what it is. If somebody wants to watch, then fair enough. If they don't want to watch, then fair enough. Because I've just seen so many people with pre-recorded videos. Oh, I traded today and I've made X amount. And you're thinking, wow, this guy's really good, or this gal's really good. And you're thinking, somebody go in the comments and go, oh, why didn't you just trade live? And like, oh no, I can't do that. And he's like, well, why? And the person's like, I remember the conversation actually. I can't remember whose channel it was on. And the viewer suggested them trade demo because the person was trying to say, oh, well, if they trade live, there may be like brokers watching them. And I was thinking, well, trade like 3 minis or 2 minis or 1 mini. I was thinking, I very much doubt somebody that's on Wall Street, probably moving hundreds of millions of dollars a day through various instruments and derivatives, are going to look and think, oh, there's some YouTuber. Let's go and fade him or her. Like, come on now. And they were like, oh, no, I can't do that. So they were all just showing their wins, or they'd have like some ridiculous losses. They were like, oh, they might be like, well, I bought here with a stop there and I was stopped out. So see, I show my losses. And it's like, wow. It's like, come on. And that was what was annoying me. Because I'd follow the channels and they'll be like, oh, and you see the performance, and I clicked on the, because what I normally do is I go onto a YouTube channel, and what I normally do is I always go onto the live tab, and that's what my main thing is. I always go onto the live tab, and if they don't have anything on the live tab, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to test and verify whatever they say, because if it's not on the live tab, then, well, did it happen? It's like the saying, if a tree falls in the wood, does it make a sound? And that's pretty much how I view it. So I thought, well, I'll show my losses. I'll show my wins. Although I was annoyed with oh my gosh, there was a live stream. I was so annoyed. It has annoyed me to, that live stream last week. It annoyed me because OBS, which I used to stream, crashed. And I didn't know until when I tried to end the stream And a big part of the stream was like missing, and I was just so annoyed because it just goes against the whole philosophy of the channel of showing wins and losses. Yeah, actually, the reason I first started, lol, that's what I was thinking. So when I saw your channel, I was like, whoa, this guy's actually being honest, and let's check him out. Oh, fair enough, mate. Yeah, because last week, what video was it? I think it was like 23 minutes long. It should have been like 30 minutes long. And it absolutely... let's see, what day was that? Oh my word, it was last Friday, the 30th. Golly, it was so annoying. Because I took quite a few trades, so they didn't start out well. So we lost 38, 135. And then pretty much most of the wins weren't actually recorded because the OBS crashed and I didn't even realize it. Because it looked green, so it suggested I was streaming, but it wasn't streaming, it actually crashed. So I missed out on recording the 288, the 92, 400, and at 92. So only when I stopped the stream, I came back. I was like, hold on a second here. And in my mind, I was hoping the recording was there so I could just upload the recording to YouTube. But not only did it stop the stream, it stopped the recording as well. And to say I was annoyed is an understatement. This doesn't look great. Which is, oh, that's the other silver. Let's see. Market's thinning out. It doesn't look great at the moment. Market doesn't look great. Dang. Was the stream I showed up and I thought you ended it right when I got there? Mate. That's what annoyed me about the whole thing. I kind of thought, oh, I've been here a little while. No one's come in. But I thought, okay, I'll hang around. I've had recovery on the account after digging myself into a bit of a hole. And I thought, well, because I had a few other things to do away from trading, which I've actually still got some things to do away from trading at the moment. And I thought, oh, this was a great stream, because I looked at it and I thought I was so proud of the P&L, because when I picked up the 288 followed by the 92.4, oh my word, and the 92 after that, after this run right here, picking up nearly 400. Actually, it would have been over 400. It was over 400. 288. Yeah, it's over 400. After this run right here, I thought, oh my word. I was looking forward to watching back the live stream. And then when I came back, when I was just there trying to end the stream, I was like, no way. And I went into my recording, because I record and stream simultaneously. And when I saw the recording wasn't in there, I was so annoyed. Oh my word. But, you know, these things happen. These things happen. Do you still use the 30 minutes, ETH? Because you did say you were going to go down to the lower time frames. And the thing is, this is one, because I look at a lot of things in the background away from streaming. Let's get off the... How long have you been trading for? Mate, that's a very sensitive subject. That's a very sensitive subject, mate. And I'm going to say too long. You know what? I'll say it. Because at the end of the day, if I show my losses, then so be it. I have officially been trading since the 16th of February 2016 in some capacity. In some capacity or another. I've been involved in the markets during that time. Let's see. Yes, I still use a 30-minute, but the problem is sometimes you have to wait weeks before you're set up and shift lower time frames. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, mate. Like, I looked at the 30-minute and I thought to myself, the opportunities look good, but the frequency of opportunities was what made me kind of think, oh, come on. Because I was looking at it from this perspective. I thought, well, what if I was to use the value areas from the previous days or recent days, and I've got them extended to the right? So Like for example, on this occasion, we've got the value area extended from the 29th, but from the 29th, and what the I thinking was if I get a close below and then of course it gets rid of the extended value area, that would be an opportunity to go short for a rotation. So like for example, this would be a setup to go short for a rotation down to this value area low, or more appropriately all the way down to the value area low from over here all the way down. Of course, this would have had to go through to the next day, so you'd have had to hold over the weekend, but that's what the thinking was. I looked at it and I thought, oh, these opportunities look great, but like you said, they're infrequent, and I just looked at it and thought, hopefully I've helped with the breakthrough, something like that is so can get you trading full time. Yep, fingers crossed, mate. I'm going to still trade demo here for at least a couple of months, just for that consistency. I want to be sure that it's not another false dawn. There's been quite a few of them. There've been quite a few. I remember the first time I thought I had it figured out. I think I might have made, what did I do? I made like 11K in, was it 3 or 4 days? I made like 11K in 3 or 4 days. And I thought, wow, like, and this was in a live account. I just thought about it. I thought, oh my word. I thought I figured out the market. I said, oh, this is it. You know, a couple more weeks of this, quit my job. You know, life's a dream. I'm going to be waking up. Because like, it was great because I'm based in Europe. Your markets are open in the afternoon for me. So 2:30 my time is 9:30 Eastern. I thought, oh, this is going to be perfect. I can sleep in every day. It's going to be great. Well, let's put it that way. It was a bit of a quirk of the market. It just happens that the market was working in favor of the strategy. And what took 3 to 4 days to build was lost in 2 to 3 days. And that was like a kick. That was an absolute kick. One thing that helped me a ton was actually trading, risking like $1 or so. So I get all these emotions from the live markets. One of my biggest issues have been taking losses. That's been one of my biggest issues. It's going on a run where things are working in my favor, and then the market changing somewhat, and still thinking, well, hold on, this strategy worked. All I've got to do is I've got to stick to the strategy. I can't change strategy. I've just got to stick to the strategy. It brought me here. So it's the usual, it's like that saying, you leave with the one you came with. And I thought, oh, well, I would stick with the strategy. And that's always where it's been. It's like changing strategy, find a strategy that works, and then the strategy works for a period. And not using enough information, really, not thinking about, well, maybe the strategy is working. The strategy working is a product of the market conditions, not taking that into account. So when the market conditions shift, the strategy that was previously working no longer works. And it's not that the strategy so much has failed. It's more that the conditions are not conducive to that particular strategy that has been refined to suit those specific parameters. And that's one of those things that has been difficult. That's the reason why, despite the most recent success I've had, I am not putting much weight on it at the moment, because I imagine there's going to be a period where the trades aren't going to work, and it's about how I respond. Do I blow up, or do I need to make adjustments? You know, that's going to be the true test. It's not about when the strategy is working, it's about when it's not working. And I think that's what I'm being cognizant of. What do I do when the market is not working? When the strategy is not working? One thing that happened is, and the thing is, because I've been trading futures, it's like I can't just risk $1. I think the micro futures, I think NQ is like $2 per point. ES is $5 per point. And silver is just, no, just don't even think about silver. Silver's ridiculous. I think silver is just absolutely ridiculous. I think the margins in silver is probably through the roof. I think they're going to have a new, I heard the CME are going to have a new silver product as well, which is going to be quite a bit smaller than this micro silver. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at smaller instruments than futures. Maybe futures are too leveraged. Although there is the opportunity to trade micro Bitcoin futures, but I don't like it. I don't like what it looks like from a footprint perspective. I wonder what the Coinbase equivalent is. That's one of the things I like about crypto. I can buy like 0.001 XRP at a time and risk like a penny. I think one of the things with me and futures is the leverage it gives me. I think that's probably what, I think that's what's probably so appealing to me, is the leverage. I think that's definitely what's appealing to me. Because when I started trading Forex. And I remember they used to choose brokers based on the fact that they would give me like 300, 400 to 1 leverage, which is, looking back at it, is ridiculous. Yeah, there's guarantees to blow up the account. So I'll go back to the leverage for crypto. What do you mean, ETH? You're going to have to give me more information in regards to that message. I don't quite understand. I don't understand. I would say that you just have to know how to properly manage risk. I actually trade with 500x leverage. What? You trade with how? Huh? I thought they don't allow you. Hold on a second here. I didn't know they offer the leverage in cryptos. I thought cryptos was too risky. I guess my perception of crypto is all wrong. You said leverage was appealing, and I said the leverage for crypto. They offer you leverage on crypto. Let's have a look at this. I'm actually surprised with the level of volatility there. Goodness me. Maybe maybe I'm going to give up being a futures trader at this rate if I find out they're doing leverage over in cryptos. Let's see. This is a channel. I'm just going to read you your message in a second, mate. I'm just typing something down. Trading. So you said leverage was appealing. I said the leverage for crypto. Oh no, it was a leverage for a Forex, that dog crap instruments. They move so slow and so terribly. Goodness me, I can't believe I wasted so long trading them. I remember I was trading like pound dollar. They just move like, I suppose these current market conditions are unusual, but they were just such poor movers. It was horrible. They just chop around all day. Unless there's like some major arching news. You just hang around and look at it. He's just chopping around slowly, slowly, slowly. This is not a great instrument. Not great instruments, especially compared to comms and equities. Also, Bookmap gives you free crypto data, so it was super appealing to me. Okay. Yeah, with data, it's one thing about me is I have never had an issue with paying for data in terms of, because I've always looked at it and thought, I've always seen it as like an investment. So despite the fact that I was losing, I've always looked at it and thought, well, if I get this figured out, paying $100 a year or whatever it is for the data wouldn't mean anything. It would be the cost of doing business. And that's always been my approach towards it. Which probably, I don't know. So look at this. Look how slow and choppy it is. It's just such a garbage thing. Look at that. Throughout this whole period, it's moved 14. What is it now? It's not ticks. It's pips. Pure garbage. Wasted years on this stuff. Yeah, because I think last year I finally decided to stop paying for data for stocks. Before I was paying for commodities, stocks, multiple exchanges actually. I paid for the data on the NASDAQ, the New York exchange. I think that was it. AMT still works on Forex, so price might go up now. Mate, the only way I'm going to go back to trading Forex is I would have to be paid to trade Forex. I would have to be paid to trade Forex. I would have to. That's the only way. I just look at it as being just, it's just too slow and choppy. It's just not great. Not for me anyway. It's probably appealing to someone out there, but not for me. When there isn't like a big overarching macro theme, you can just hang around in areas for like weeks on end. It's just horrible. Absolute weeks on end. Look at this, all the way back to last May. You know what? You know what? Let's do that. Look at that. 778 pips. This hasn't done jack. Lol, I gotta sponsor you 100k account and force you to apply only trade Forex. You know the thing. You know the thing about it is that might actually annoy me seeing the currencies again. I might just return it back to you, mate, and be like, you know what, keep your money. It's not worth my mental health. You know, it'd be like torture. It's like, oh, you have 100k, but you can only trade Forex. It's like, oh my gosh. It'd be a real true test of whether I like trading or not. You know what? With how slow Forex moves, I think I'd probably even trade. I'd trade bonds over Forex, even though that's a bit of a. I'd probably trade bonds over Forex. I'm just so annoyed with Forex that I might even look at bonds. And we know bonds are like slow moving. Look at a 10-year. So from, was that 10:14 Eastern to Was at 12:48 Eastern. We've moved 11 ticks. But I think that might even appeal to me more. Oh no, this doesn't work. There's not enough volatility here. Oh, this does not work. See, it doesn't work. It's too choppy. It's hard to read this. Okay. See, that's really interesting. Look at the low order there. Look at that. Price came up. We only did 3. We did 3 right there. What does that tell you? Prices then sell off in the short term. Low bonds scalping. Mate, there's plenty of huge traders, well, according to like some of the books I've read, that I suppose it was back in the day, in the 80s and so on, that they were like bond traders. And they're just like, you know, taking a couple of ticks here or there, a tick here, 1 tick trade, 2 ticks trades, 3 ticks trades, but they're using a lot of size. And ultimately, let's be honest, when it comes to trading, as long as you are able to extract, because essentially we're all miners, as long as you're able to extract profits from the market, it doesn't really matter how you come by it. As long as it's not, I suppose it's not insider trading, it doesn't really matter, because when you go to a store, whether you've picked up your 100K from bonds, cryptocurrencies, commodities, equities, it doesn't matter. The value of the money is still the same. It's just your ability to consistently extract from the market. That's the only true determinant, I suppose. That's why I've been a product agnostic. I haven't been, oh, well, I'm an NQ trader, so therefore I'm not going to trade gold. Nope. If I'm making money on gold, I'm going to trade gold. The same with silver. If I can figure out cryptos, I will abandon futures and I will be over there with you, mate. I'll be over there with you. This whole channel will become a crypto channel. I'll be like, hey, what's happened to futures? It's like, mate, I've discovered something else. Let's see, what's this? Gold. Let's go have a look, see if I can go figure out Ethereum. Oh, you were saying it's crypto perpetuals, wasn't it? Let's see. Let's go over to Coinbase. Coinbase. Crypto perpetuals. Does Coinbase charge? Actually, I should just Google it. I'm not going to ask you. Does Coinbase charge data fees? Does Coinbase charge data fees? Let's see. Trading fees, buying, selling, converting crypto incurs a spread, typically 0.5% of crypto conversions. Debit cards incurs what? Using a debit card or credit card for purchases often incurs approximately 4% fee. Oh, 4%. Nice. Sounds a bit 4%. Let's think about that. That's quite expensive actually. Though that makes sense. Whatever asset makes you the most money. That's exactly what it is, mate. You know, going to be using that. Is it called? Oh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, he's a famous investor. He used to be a partner with George Soros. What's his name? James. What's his name? George Soros partner. He has a great quote. think his name is James. Jim Rogers, that's his name. Jim Rogers. That's his name. No. I got it wrong. I know it was started with a J. His name's James Rogers. James Rogers. And he says, he sits in the room. He basically says he sits in the room. He waits until there's money on the floor. Then he walks over and picks it up. And I just thought that was an amazing quote. And that's just like him saying he's like patient. He waits for the opportunities, the easy opportunities. He walks over when he's right there and he just picks it up. Hold on. Oh, where's the actual quote? I'm paraphrasing him. Ah, hold on. Ah, here we go. This is where he was quoted. He was quoted in. Hold on, where is this? Yep, this is it. Oh, kick rocks. Oh my God. Ah, there it is. Jim Rogers, I just wait until there's money lying in the corner and all I have to do is go over there and pick it up. I do nothing in the meantime. Even people who lose money in the market, I just lost my money. Now I have to do something to make it back. No, you don't. You should sit there until you find something. I just remember seeing that quote and I was thinking, talk about patience. The name's Bond, James Bond. Yeah. I trade treasury bills. Oh, was that TLT? TLT. I think that's what the stock traders trade. Oh yeah, this is it. They trade this. This is the what the stock traders trade. I think. Right, if they're not trading comms, obviously there's always derivatives. So you have the equivalent, whether it's through an ETF. So if the bond market is too slow for you, it's not appealing. So let's see. I could add this actually. Maybe I should add to watch list. Add TLT to watch list. What's the name of this? Futures trades. Add it to this watch list. There we go. So if the standard ZN contract is too slow for you, you could look at TLT. And there you go. Although it is a bit light. The volume seems a little bit light. Wonder what it was like on Friday. Surprisingly light. When does it actually pick up? It doesn't look great. Probably needs like a good old stock market sell-off. Spread seems reasonable. iShares 20-year treasury bond. Where is VIX today? VIX is down 7%. VIX is getting crushed. Not getting crushed, but what were we looking at? Natural gas. Where is it now? It's having a bit of a recovery. Oh, wow. Oh, it's recovering because the window's closed. So you had those profit takers. There it is. The window's closed. Oh, that's good. Let's see what this looks like from an order perspective. So we came down towards the close, 10 minutes before the close. Look at that. A lot of business was done through here. This whole area has a lot of business being done. Look at the consolidation right there. We came down, it's consolidated in the area again. Look at that. Was that the lower day as well? It was. Sold off overnight. Came down, consolidated near the window closing. Near the com window close. Built a base. And then bam. Look at all that positive delta. If this stream gets 1 like, I will drive to buy the crap out ton of donuts. If this stream gets 1 like, I'll buy it. Gets Trevor. Okay, let me go like my own stream then, mate. All right. Oh, there's already 1 like on there. Nah, you got 2, mate. You gotta go get them donuts. Mate, you gotta go get them donuts, mate. So the XRP's paid for the donut fund. Yeah, I suppose it depends where you're getting donuts from. I can't imagine you made enough to buy Krispy Kremes. It's okay, I already likes myself. Hold on. Are you polymarket insider betting, are you? Aces polymarket insider betting. Goodness me. The guy. You see, that's an interesting market, those prediction markets. They're so dangerous. Where are we going here? So we're up at these highs. Ah, yes. I did make enough to fill my stomach with donuts. I did make enough to fill myself with donuts. Fair enough, mate. I should be actually... Ooh. Goodness me, I've been here a lot longer than I thought. Been here. See, that's what happens when you're having fun. That's what happens when you're having fun. You lose track of time. I've been here for 2 hours. I didn't even plan to be here for that long. Will not... No, I don't think I'm going to do a recap. Well, I don't believe so. So we'll have a look at what we did. So today started off with a loss there on gold, lost 70, after which picked up 90 on gold, picked up another 184 on gold, and picked up another 90 on gold. So from the start of the year, we are slightly up on the year so far, but we'll see what the market brings for the rest of February. And I think I'm going to call it there. So everyone that has watched today, I want to thank you for stopping by. Ethan, thank you as well. And as always, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day. You know what they say, time flies when you're having donuts. All right, mate. See you later. Oh, don't tell me I've crashed again.